You're going to see how a bill begins.
This isn't a typical class field trip to the state capitol.
How long have you been working for a lobbyist?
These fifth graders are on assignment.
Why did the bill go to appropriations?
Investigating the so-called Sephora Kids bill, which would trigger an 18 and over age verification when kids try to buy anti-aging products with certain ingredients that could harm young skin.
Companies put retinol in bright colored packages with animals' faces and sparkles.
And who better to investigate the proposed solution?
That's not for grown-ups, it's for kids like me, and they know it.
And then the kids it aims to protect.
Why does it matter so much to you?
So we invited my daughter's fifth grade class to the Capitol.
Lots and lots of big companies and corporations that profit, that make a lot of money off of things that we don't feel good about.
They interviewed Assemblyman Alex Lee, California's youngest legislator.
And I think it's really bad that companies make money off of children.
He wrote the so-called Sephora Kids bill.
A lot of doctors prescribe or just recommend retinoids and retinols for kids and teens.
They studied up and asked some tough questions.
Yeah, exactly. That's a good question. So in a prescription setting, it makes a lot more sense, right? But the products that we're talking about, you buy at Sephora or Ulta, you don't have to ever see a doctor.
Then the class heard from both supporters and opponents in the Assembly Committee hearing.
One of the worst things I used was a face mask that looked like a kitty cat. I thought it was cute and would make my skin glow.
Although well-intended, this bill is misguided.
I don't know that I've seen, living in the world of teen girls, this to be a huge problem.
I didn't know it had retinol in it. I didn't even know what retinol was.
Over-the-counter skincare products, including those containing retinols and alpha hydroxy acids, provide critical and affordable access to treatment.
For about 2 weeks, it was really painful, and I had a hard time sleeping.
We are opposed to AB 728 because it's virtually impossible for us to comply with.
I also think that there needs to be serious work on ensuring that if this does move forward, it is incredibly clear what is anti-aging and what is not, because the ingredients are often overlapping.
That's a good point. I think Assemblyman Lee would need to define what an anti-aging product is, because the company can just be like, okay, that's not an anti-aging product.
And back in the classroom, they had a few more concerns.
It's in our function to be appealed by bright things, especially for kids.
But also it doesn't say anti-aging on the packaging.
And then with the warning labels, the brands could just make it as small as they want, and then you might not be able to see it. So I think verbally would be much better, because then they can hear, oh, okay, I can't buy this.
And when it comes to marketing through product packaging, even parents can get confused.
I researched this product, and I assumed this one right next to it had the same ingredients, and it didn't. And so I think that's at the core of the issue, and the reason that I wanted to do this story and the reason I wanted to tell this story through your eyes. If I, as an investigative reporter, can't figure out which of these products are safe, then what about parents who don't investigate for a living? What about your parents? And that's the concern.